Yo, Lucha Libre Addict 187 here. Quick shout out to JPM and Carl. Sorry, but I don't know anything about that promotion you mentioned. I think it was called Ohio Valley Wrestling or something like that. I don't know anything about that. So this video is going to be about Lucha Libre, what's going on in Lucha Libre right now, the news and updates. First of all, AAA has been sick as always. You know, Los Perros del Mal, the Invasion angle is still going on right now. We've seen guys like Super Crazy, Damien 666 Halloween appearing on the weekly shows on AAA TV. You know, they have an alliance right now with the Foreign Legion, Conan's group, to take over AAA. I feel though they will break up eventually, and Los Perros del Mal will try to conquer everybody, not just the good guys, but the Foreign Legion as well. Next, Sexy Star, one of the AAA wrestlers, the girls. It was noted on her Twitter account that she was going to Florida last week. Still, nobody knows why exactly she went to Florida. Speculation is she either went for TNA or for WWE FCW, trying to join that. I think it's TNA, since TNA still has a partnership with AAA. I think maybe TNA called her over, wanted to see her wrestle or something, or try to work something out to make her come out in TNA TV, be part of the Knockouts. And I don't know what's going on right now, but seems to be an Invasion angle theme going around. I mean, WWE has the whole Nexus Invasion. TNA had their ECW Invasion, which really wasn't an invasion, but there's still an invasion coming, I feel, since Abyss keeps mentioning them, and they're gonna show up, and they don't like Hulk Hogan, and they don't like this and that. You know, I'm curious who's them and when they're gonna show up. So that might be an invasion angle right there with Abyss and who they are. Next, you got AAA, Los Perros del Mal invading AAA. You know, at the biggest show of the year, Triple Mania. And then you have CMLL doing their own thing, an invasion angle with the independent wrestlers. You know, guys like Charlie Manson, who's no longer part of AAA, and other independent wrestlers, you know, coming out to CMLL show, doing the whole CMLL versus the independents. Also, Dr. Wagner made headlines almost a month ago. His AAA contract was up, and that same week he showed up at a CMLL house show, which featured the whole angle still going on, CMLL versus the independents. And he showed up to that show because his son is part of the independents that CMLL is going against. So he was there, he appeared with the AAA world title and everything. The whole world of Lucha Libre was shocked to see him there. You know, the people from AAA wrote on their website, you know, Dr. Wagner, he's still part of AAA, he's still part of the AAA world champion. And then one of the CEOs of AAA wrote on his Twitter account, you know, Dr. Wagner and CMLL, you know, let the war begin. So initiating something with CMLL and AAA, whether it be an actual war to see who can put on the best shows, or who wins in the ratings, or who gets the better wrestlers to go to their promotion, or maybe even something they haven't done in a while. I think over a decade, a show where it's AAA wrestlers versus CMLL wrestlers. You know, an event just based all around that. You know, that'll be a sick event. Try to see that. Still not sure what he meant by that, but looking forward to see what becomes of this. Dr. Wagner shocking the world, appearing at another promotion, the rival promotion of AAA. Right now he's in a storyline with Vampiro. I know Dr. Wagner can still deliver. He delivered 2 Triple Manias in a row already, 17 and 18, having amazing matches. Vampiro knows had a lot of trouble with his back, a lot of injuries. but I still feel he has one great match left in him. And hopefully that will be the one with Dr. Wagner. Triple A, Summer of Scandals is coming up, also known as Verano de Escándalo. Make another video just on that. Next, I want to talk about Lucha Libre USA, Masked Warriors. You know, it's a pretty good show. It's been getting low ratings though, below a 1.0, like a .70. You know, what Impact used to get. I feel it's a good show. You know, they're taking it on the road over the US, going to North Carolina, Vegas, you know, California, trying to get that shit out there. The top guys I see in that promotion are Mark Jindrak, Charlie Malice, also known as Charlie Manson, former AAA wrestler, Mascarita Dorada, Octagoncito, Supernova, Lismark Jr., Tinieblas Jr., second generation wrestlers. You know, they know what they're doing. They made their name already in Mexico. Oriental, RJ Brewer, and Carlito has apparently signed with them. So they have a good roster. And a couple other mini wrestlers. Their mini division is the shit. That's what Lucha Libre is all about when they have that. The mini wrestlers like Mini Park, Octagoncito, and all them going at it. It's Lucha Libre at its best. You know, high flying, acrobatic, you know, Lucha Libre style. With the masks and everything, the heritage involved. If you guys don't know what Lucha Libre is, or you don't check out AAA or CMLL, I recommend you check out Lucha Libre USA. It's in English and everything. Has some great wrestlers on there. Not as many as AAA or CMLL, but still, it's pretty decent. The first week, the main event was Mark Jindrak versus Lismark Jr. to see who was gonna move on in the tournament to be the world champion for Lucha Libre USA. It was a good match. I just wish it could have been longer. It was only 10 minutes. Mark Jindrak won. They also had an opening contest, you know, Oriental and his team versus the Puerto Rican Powers and their team. Oriental and his team picked up the win. You know, the Puerto Rican Powers and their team were like novices. They're not as experienced as Oriental. Then you had a good match, a great mini match, Mascarita Dorada and Mini Park versus Halloween and Chi-Chi. Great match, like I mentioned before. Showcases what Lucha Libre is all about. The mini guys going out there tearing it up. The following week, you had the main event, RJ Brewer versus Mango. It was a good match. You know, RJ Brewer doing the whole heel thing, being anti-immigration or anti-immigration, kind of like JBL was back in his day when he was having his rivalry with Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. Good match. Ended in a DQ. Also had a great tag match on there. I don't remember what it was, but it was good. And then just last week, you had a big brawl in the beginning when RJ Brewer was having a promo, cutting a promo talking shit about the Mexicans and Lucha Libre and immigration and all that shit. A brawl broke out, everybody came out, you know, Mark Jindrak, Charlie Malice, Relic, all the heels, all the bad guys just started going at it in the middle of the ring. It got crazy. Then you also had Relic versus Charlie Manson. You know, it was an okay match. It wasn't that good, but it was good. Ended in a DQ again. Another match ending in a DQ. Relic used to spit or whatever the fuck he threw out of his mouth. Missed. Got DQ'd. That's how it ended. Then you had Mini Park and a mystery partner taking on Chi-Chi and Raka Khan from TNA. The mystery partner ended up being an Awesome Khan, also known as Amazing Khan. So all in all, Lucha Libre USA is a good show. I mean, the booking could be better, the matches could be better, and the storylines could be better. But it's a pretty decent show. They have some good wrestlers on there, like I mentioned before. I do see LA Park making an appearance there since he is part of Los Perros del Mal and not AAA. You know, LA Park, he said before in an interview, you know, he wrestles wherever the fuck he wants. So, I'm pretty sure he'll make an appearance there eventually on Lucha Libre USA. You know, I'm gonna check it out today, see how good it is today. Next thing I want to talk about is that new promotion starting up in Florida. It's gonna start next year. I know some of you guys heard about it. They're looking for a TV deal right now, you know, getting shit started. I read about this in superluchas.net. You know, check that out. It's like a spoiler site as well. So far, they got X-Pac, Bader, Super Crazy, and Rey Mysterio Sr.'s son. So that's Rey Mysterio Jr., the one from WWE. Rey Mysterio Jr., the one from WWE. His uncle, the original Rey Mysterio, has a son, which now he's taking on the Rey Mysterio name as well. He's in that promotion. Those 4 guys have been confirmed. They have been signed to that promotion starting up next year. You know, it's backed up from a guy that has money. I don't know who it is, but I read about it. You know, it's going to start next year. You know, more competition for TNA, WWE, Ring of Honor. I mean, so far they got 2 good wrestlers on there, Super Crazy and Rey Mysterio Jr. Can't wait to see that. See what that promotion's all about.